I know good and darn on well y'all don't want me to come work. I know good and darn on well y'all don't want me to come and work. Do y'all see the way y'all talk to me on TikTok? So if I come out there and work with y'all, how y'all gonna treat me? Y'all treat me like shit. I'm not gonna come out there and work with y'all. Y'all don't know how to treat people. You're disrespectful. I don't know if you even like people of my color. I'm not coming out there working with y'all, mingling with y'all. Y'all are some rude ass people. No, I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's better to be pissed off than pissed on. Y'all don't know how to treat people. The way y'all talk to me in those comments, if any of y'all out there working at any building that I get a job at, I don't want the fucking job. Keep the motherfucker. Keep it. Y'all don't know how to treat people. It's the way you treat people. You don't know how to talk to people. If I come out there, that's how y'all gonna treat me. Oh, I'm not coming. Nope, gotta make another way.
It's crazy the sense of entitlement that people have, um, and that they actually believe that they deserve food stamps and they deserve Section 8. So, what this woman is essentially saying is that she's refusing. Now, I want y'all to be very, very aware and clear because I see a lot of videos of people that spew this rhetoric and this narrative that's given to them from the Democratic Party, and they say stuff like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you kicking people off," and all of this other type of stuff, right? We know that that's all a lie. We know that the Trump administration is not kicking anybody off that actually needs and is being assisted because they have disabilities or they are elderly or they are a vet and all of that type of stuff. But there are, I believe that probably 90% or more, maybe more, are able-bodied people like this because we've experienced them in black culture and white culture and every single culture that you can think of. We've experienced these people in our real life and they refuse to get a job. They're not interested in working even a little bit. And the reason that they're not interested in working is because we basically allowed for them to be on the system for so long that they feel entitled to it. So they don't look at it as your taxpayer dollars. They look at it as their dollars. Like, is that once you let somebody get so comfortable, it's almost like if you let somebody sleep on your couch. You know what I'm saying? If they say, "Hey man, I just need a place to crash," oh dog, I'm so appreciative of the bridge that you gave me in order to be able to survive, so I ain't out on the street. But then if they still there 2 or 3 years later, it then becomes a crutch, and so you basically enabling bad behavior, and that's what I say all the time. People are enabling bad behavior. These people like this, and it's all women, again, from every culture, from every demographic. They feel like they are entitled, and then they sitting there talking to you like you owe them some level of sympathy or comfortability in order to make them comfortable. Come on into the workforce. Ain't worked in years, ain't been interested in paying no bill on their own, has literally made the government their daddy. And this is one of the reasons why we say that liberals and women that are single mothers that are incentivized to have children out of wedlock in order to make sure that they keep their benefits. This is the reason why we say that the government then became their father and they're not even interested in having a strong relationship with the children's fathers or anything like that. Because what it would do is it would actually force them to be responsible for their decisions. You'd have to be responsible for the person that you opened up your legs to, the person that you then had kids with, the children that you bore. You know what I'm saying? So, in order for them to actually take accountability, basically, you'd have to use a forceful hand that makes people uncomfortable. Now, of course, people are going to whine and complain, "Oh my God, I can't believe they doing this. They're heartless." So, what we're doing, let me look at it from a different lens. Let me explain it to you from a different lens. What we're doing as consumers is we are funding their lifestyle. It's almost like a dope fiend, drug addict, alcoholic, whatever. And I think that a lot of us have had them in our family. And so what you doing is you basically giving them, you go to work so that you can give them money so that they can feed their habit. That's all I look at able-bodied people that feel entitled to long-term compensation. This is like the lottery. This is their form of reparations, maybe even so. I believe that these people are enablers, and what they've been able to successfully do is make it a lifestyle. And now that we have the internet and social media, they are on here saying that they deserve it and have gotten so brave and brazen that they're willing to show their face, they're willing to say their names, and they're willing to say, listen, you don't want me to go to work because I'm going to make life hell for everybody because I don't think that I like the fact that you got an attitude with me because I got a bad attitude on me going to work. It's crazy. So we go to work every day. We hustle, we grind, we work 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 hours a day. Sometimes we don't even sleep. We got multiple jobs. We trying to make sure that we fund our kids' college fund and doing the right thing. We putting food on the table, men and women nowadays, right? I'm an extended olive branch over to the hard working women. I think that men, we are relentless from the time that we come out the womb to the time that we go into the tomb. We have to grind, and there is no, and I mean zero excuses as to why able-bodied men cannot do what they're supposed to do, and we separate ourselves based off of what the results are. And the women have inserted themselves, and so I'm not necessarily in agreement with the modern day feminism, but at the same time, I can acknowledge that people are grinding and they hustling, and so men and women and they grind and they hustle, and these people feel entitled and they like, listen, I deserve your dollars so that I can continue to live the lifestyle that I live. Hair pressed, you know what I'm saying? Nice and healthy. They on Medicaid, Medicare. I don't know what the difference of it because I've never had it. They get free food, they get free housing. And then here's the thing: they then take they food stamps or whatever, and they'll sell it for 50 cents on a dollar in order to get cash to do the other stuff that they really want to do. And then they get qualified based off of how many children that they have. They still in a relationship with different men, and then they acting like they don't know where the father of their child is. And sometimes they even in a relationship with the father of their child. The father of their child probably still live with them, but then when they get an inspection or they got to go and talk to their worker, they just say, "Hey, I don't know where he at." They refuse to get married. Some people refuse to get a job because they say that they're gonna cut their benefits. That's the whole idea. It's for you to be self-sustaining, but we enabled the bad behavior. And then you got the apologists, a lot of them white. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Every single person that come on these applications that complain about whatever the state that they're in, guess what they do? Guess what they do? They are super healthy and they don't do nothing all day. Now they're trying to sell us, but wait a minute, being a mother is a full-time job. And it's laughable. It is. It's 100% laughable because we'll villainize people that add value, build jobs, open up businesses, become millionaires, billionaires, and all of that stuff. And we'll say, hey, we need to take from them, but we won't balance it on the other side, even if that's what you believe, which I don't. I believe in pure capitalism. I think that, when done right, and there's always going to be bad actors, but capitalism, let's be clear, is the best form, which is one of the reasons why the United States of America is the best country in the world. On the other side, you got people that take so much from the system and abuse it. And then when we say we need to create a division like the Department of Government Efficiency to identify the fraud, waste, and abuse, or the fact that the judge just recently allowed for Trump to reorganize the federal government so that we not have a bloated, oversized government, then we want to sit there and complain because we got women like this. I got to make sure that we get their food stamps and their Section 8 too. Created a whole industry. Billions, if not trillions of dollars get poured into this whole situation. And it comes directly out of our pocket. It got to come somewhere. It don't come out of thin air. I always like to link back to the content creator. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. T. Chanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you.